That's awesome.
Hey guys, it's Alex. On one of the live streams, maybe the last couple, I've alluded to a car that I've been tasked, well, I tasked myself into refining the tuning. Now, the last time you guys saw me do this, in terms of like drivability and tune refining and stuff, it was a 4.5 liter Kenny Bell auto swapped GT500 with a Kenny Bell 168. And the customer wanted a certain shift schedule, a certain lock schedule. And I decided to tell Jake, hey, just give me the keys, man, and I'll hammer it out. Just as long as he's not in a rush, you know, I'll do it my time off and we'll see what the deal is. He's like, bro, no problem. So he trusted me to do it, and the customer ended up being very happy with how the lockup schedule was and the drivability, and I made a video on it. So I have a similar vehicle here that I'm in, but I don't really want to make it public because I think the customer is on the private side, and it's been through some tuning companies, let's just say, back and forth, initially with us, then somebody else. And the reason it's back with me, it's because the person doing the vetting on the tuning when we were tuning it, I don't think understood what the customer wanted. Let's just say that. Like, I need to talk to the customer and go, what do you want out of this thing? Because it's a very odd setup. Customer literally said, not literally, but he said, alluded something to the fact of like, I just want to get in it, turn it on, and floor it, and be able to do a 1, 2, 2, 3 shift. And I'm like, so I'll give you some specs. The motor makes over 1,000. It probably makes close to 1,000 torque. It's automatic, 6R80. So that's going to be tough. And it has 355 gears, and it has all 6 speeds on the 6R80. So that means it has a 410 first, a 355 rear gear. So to make the 1-2 happen is tough because you're going to be in the middle of a spin, like, you know? So the goal is to keep it off of the limiter while it's floored, spinning tire. At the track, everything changes. At the track, you have grip. At the track, you have, you know, everything's at a premium. You know, all the conditions are pretty perfect. So you're not generally going to have those issues. So I said, okay, let me see what I can do. So I took the car into my possession. I have garages, so I was able to store them in there. Got cameras everywhere, so whatever. So it's super safe. So what I'm going to do is this is like the 4th tune. Mostly initially was refining the startup and drivability. Junior, of course, was helping because he has way more experience with this specific setup. And on my end, it's all, the shifting is going to be all up to me because I'm here. So I'd rather just go, okay, I know how to manipulate the shift schedule. I know how to manipulate a bunch of other things to cater to what the customer wants. Okay, long-winded way of saying this thing needs to do a burnout 1, 2, 2, 3 on the street. Okay, so, and it needs to drive well. So that's a tall task, but because it's a oddball combo that is not often done, that's something that I think I should take on. Obviously, as you can see, it's got monkey bar stuff everywhere. You can see it's fully built, but I'm not going to give you outside shots, but you're definitely going to hear it. But I also wanted to show you how easy it is to flash a tune with the LRX. So once you plug it in, it's not going to immediately load up. It's going to take a little while to boot up. And once you see the Lund Racing logo on it, then you can, you know, key on and start seeing some of the features that pop up on it. And that's what I'm going to do. Once the Lund Racing logo pops up, I'll key on. You'll hear all the nannies turn on, and then we'll see what we have in there for calibration stuff. And then I'll show you how to start data logging. It's actually extremely simple. And then I'll show you how to extract the data log. So that's something that I'm blown away that people have trouble with. After I started messing with it for the first, I don't know, minute or two, I'm like, this is really not difficult. Okay, boom. So I'm going to key on, and there are the options that pop up. So obviously you're going to go to programming if you want to tune it, right? Programming, ignition is on, continue. Performance calibrations. I never want to return to stock. Why the hell would I ever want to return to stock? I'm a man. And that's R21, meaning it's been through 21 versions from the beginning to now of just refining and tweaking. And yes, I want to flash the R21 file, and you walk away. At this point, what you do is nothing, absolutely nothing. Don't touch that thing. Don't bump into it. Stay still. Don't do a goddamn thing, okay? Like, don't do anything. Don't get out of the car. Don't do shit. Stay in it. Once it's done flashing, it's going to tell you to key off for 3 seconds. So key off, 1, 2, 3, you hit back, and you're done. So now if you want to go to data logging, it's been past 3 seconds, I'm going to key on, I'm going to go to data logging, I'm going to go to data log, and then I'm going to start recording. And it says recording. And now I'm going to start the car and wait until you hear this thing. I'm going to point it towards the wall so you can hear what's going on with this thing. The cold start was way more violent than that, but that's the warm start. So you have to data log that so it's not this crazy flare. But you can hear some stuff's going on. It might start chopping soon. We'll see. Some of you on Instagram heard the video of this thing chopping. Chops pretty good. Okay, pretty smooth. Okay, so I'm gonna go out there and see if it does a wide open throttle 1, 2, 2, 3 mid burnout chip. Log that, and if it does, I'm ready to deliver the car. I want you to hear it from my perspective. See if I can get a clearing here and record it, just to see if I can get some data and see if it completes the shift. Oh, I hit the limiter again. I'll work on the shifting later, but check out the drivability. It has a tiny flare, I think, on the 4.5 or the 3.4. Definitely not tune related, because everything we've tried lends to, make me think I shouldn't have to jack up the pressure or anything like that, because the pressure is already at a certain point that other cars with similar mods don't do this. So it's more about figuring out how to, I guess, mitigate some of that without going into the mechanical things. But I might have to have Jake just maybe look at the transmission, not take the transmission down, but at least do a relearn or something like that, just to make sure everything's hunky-dory. But in terms of how this car drives, it drives exceptionally well. For what it is, you understand, this is a locked cam, 1,000 horsepower, 355 gear ratio, all the wrong stuff. Theoretically, this thing should have 273s and 800 horse. And only at the track should you pulley it to death and launch in second gear, in my opinion. It definitely makes all the right sounds. It decels nice, it accelerates nice. Does all the right stuff, in my opinion. Let's throw a wild card in there. Let's put it in neutral, shut it off, and turn it right back on. Sure, hot restarts are good. Little stupid things like that is what you have to kind of vet on a, sometimes on vehicles like this, but not all the time. I would cruise the shit out of this thing, and it has working AC, which is a big plus in Florida. Record a rolling downshift of maybe 40 miles an hour just to make sure it makes that shift. Made it and then some. Jesus Christ. So the 2.3 is fine. It's that 1.2 that's let's just say a bit of a problem. And I recorded that, so stop recording and try not to go to jail. And if you're curious about, just looking at what's going on, you can go to the gauges and look at what your air charge temps are. This is what I have pre-configured in there. All I need to know is fuel trim. So the ethanol in there is probably, actually I shouldn't say the ethanol. This thing has 150 millimeter cold air, and once you get going, these fuel trims get good. And I put a shield around it because I think there's a lot of turbulence there. So once you get going, it actually does pretty darn well. I'm trying to get going. See? So it's just low, and even on the low parts, it's kind of wonky. Actually, it's pretty good. 5 or so. Yeah, because it's cammed, it's damn near perfect cruising. So I'll just leave it alone. Air charge, which is IAT2, is 120. Again, Florida, 90 plus degrees. Not gonna bother with it. So now I'm gonna show you how to pull the data logs off of it, show you the data log, and then, you know, we'll be done with the video. Just got you some sights and sound of a vehicle that I think is pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the USB port that connects to the LRX, connect it to my computer. Alex, you sound so stupid. Well, sometimes. And I'm gonna wait. Now nothing is gonna happen until this little guy has the LR logo happen. You know, come on. See where it says not connected? Well, it should automatically download 2 data logs, and it should prompt you to do so once the LR logo pops up. There it is, says connected before the LR logo. So I'll see where the window pops up that tells you that you have some data logs ready to go. Look at that. Boom. Doing its thing. I'm not doing shit. I haven't clicked anything. There are logs available. Would you like to save? After saving, these logs will be deleted off of the device. Again, after saving, these logs will be deleted off of the device. If not, you can save later by going to the Files, Log, Engineering, Logs, Save. I want these logs downloaded now. So it's gonna go which window, and then you name it, find the window, and go from there. Name it, find the folder, and go from there. So I named the first one. It's saving, so it should pop up. It automatically pops up another window, and log number 2, the second log that was saved on your device. Name it, find the folder. So I named the first one R21A, second one R21B. On the desktop. Yes, you guys might think this is stupid. Trust me, there are many people out there that need to see a visual. It's crazy. And the only 2 tunes on the device are as follows: R21 and the stock file. That's it. I usually don't keep any files in there that I don't need. Okay, so I have uploaded 2 tunes to this to try. So what I'm going to do is I plug it in, and it should automatically download R21 and R22. Again, I don't have to touch update. I don't have to do anything. I literally plug it in. And once it says connected on the device, it should automatically download 2 tunes on the device, and it should show up under vehicle files. So it can't get easier than that, where this thing literally downloads the logs for you and uploads the tune for you the moment it recognizes it. And the fact that it's connected right now, it should just automatically slap 2 tunes in it, and we should be good to go. So I'll stay here until the process is finished, and we'll end the video. So looking for custom calibrations. I'm staying. Fuck it. Get the SE. Get the viewership. What do you call it? Get the look at that. Automatic R21, R22. So I'm going to try R22, see if it does what I want it to do. If it doesn't, I automatically flash R23 on the car. And if it does do or doesn't do, I can then keep going and hammering away at the process. So there you go. Some couple of quick how-tos after uploading and downloading tunes and logs, like super easy, and just some sights and sounds of a car that I'm working on. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of what's going on here. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll talk to you later.